The U.S. government has supplied Cameroon with 7 containers of therapeutic food that is supposed to go to the northern region of Cameroon. This therapeutic food will be used to serve the starving children in the northern region of Cameroon, which is approximately 10,500 children in the far north region that need of food. I want to appreciate the U.S. government. You see, it is kind of very shameful that we have reached a point in the nation where we are taking food aid, whereas we are not in a major crisis as the government has always made us to understand. You see, if the U.S. government was giving pharmaceutical aid, drugs, vaccine, that you can understand, because we have not developed our nation to that level to be able to have those resources. If the U.S. government had given equipment of hospitals, machines, agricultural machines, that we can understand, because our system, we have not reached a level based on the system of governance. But when food, you are being provided with food like you are in a major crisis, it means there's a problem with governance. There's a problem with governance. That's a problem. We see how people are spending huge sums of money for May 20th celebration. Do you know how much will be spent for May 20th celebration across the nation? Even in Yaoundé, we cannot provide food. Do you know how much was spent by the respective political party CPDM alone during the campaign period? We cannot provide food. Do you know how much was spent for the Pope's visit in Cameroon? We cannot provide food. With the arable lands that we have in Cameroon, with the agricultural schools that we have in Cameroon, with land in greater quantity, we cannot provide food for our own people. Food for our own people. Then there is a problem. There's a problem. China has given Cameroon food, rice. China, India has done the same thing. They keep giving us food like we are beggars, like we cannot provide, we cannot subsidize, we cannot mechanize agriculture, we cannot boost our production. What we need as aid is not even medication, but they are medication because we still don't have the capacity. But we have the capacity to produce food. We have the capacity. CDC is exporting, we have the capacity. When they start providing food to you, there's a problem with your governance. Food, chop, they are providing to you. Damn. To you, they are providing you food. With the amount of canned gate embezzlement that Sagada rocked the African Cup of Nations that Cameroon hosted, COVID-19, the amount of money they are providing you food. He will feed you, control you. The other day, India donated bags of rice. We have not seen those bags of rice being shared. We have not seen it being shared. We have not seen the bags of rice being shared. All the donations, I just pray this one reach those children. I pray reach those children. What we should be, see, what I will celebrate, I don't celebrate this until we are celebrating. Oh, US has given us 7 containers of therapeutic food. Let us start. God, have we reached that level? If we can be soliciting food as aid, then what else can we produce? Can we provide for our people? What else? When you go to the garage of some of our officials, they have fleet of cars, and you look at their salaries, don't commensurate with the fleet of cars. You look at some of the way some of them spend money lavishly. You ask yourself, is this commensurate to their salary? Of course not. It's not commensurate. They have reduced us to a certain level as beggars that we are begging for food. We could beg for technology, but not food. It's kind of frustrating, humiliating, condescending. That at this level we are begging for food aid. People are just giving us rice, giving us, when you move across, we had Wada, nothing is happening. We had the Indop rice, nothing is happening. We had an arable land blessed with good climatic condition, blessed. The money that we have been using for activities and events, why can't we channel that to massive production? What stopped a council from having a plantation of maize, rice? What stopped a council? What stopped a municipal council of involving heavily in agriculture? Nothing stops them. But because they don't want to, they look at the fact that they have to come and seal shop and collect taxes, that's all. Have you been to Douala of recent? Normally, you construct the house, you're supposed to even at least give 5 meters for future development. 5 meters is not respected. Areas that have been, especially Bonamusa, that have been allocated for space, they have now brought shops, they have built shops to those areas, whereas pedestrians now don't have a place to pass. And if you are building shop, where with the cars that are coming to buy, park on the road, you have narrowed the road. If in future we need to expand, how do we do? Nobody's thinking at that level. Everybody's thinking of what will enter my pocket, what will enter my pocket. And that's why you see, you come to Bonamusa, the walkways, we don't have walkway. You go to Bonaberry, the same thing. People who are having shops have closed the road, have brought their shops to the road. You are not doing it for a particular individual, you are doing it for the nation. You come to Bonamusa, you'll be surprised. Areas that were allocated for space, they are built close the road. Pedestrians don't have any place to park. Those who have money have built their houses, right, their fences on the road, on the pedestrian track. Pedestrians are forced to fight the space with bikes and cars. Do you need the head of state to come to a place and put order? Don't you have municipal councillors, mayors? To a certain level, we are begging, we are in food, they are giving us food aid. Like we are fighting a major war. We have like Sudan, that they are equating us with Sudan. There's no difference with us because Sudan is receiving that kind of aid. Then we can see, yeah, probably they don't have the governance structure because of the war to engage in this kind of production. But we are not in a war kind of environment. A part of the crisis in the northwest and southwest region, which for sure you people have told us that it has been solved. So invest in those areas for agriculture. Yes, government, thank you for your food. But it's sad that we have condescended to food. If it's medication, I can understand. Food. God help us.